female role the next. I will call the police. I hate women who claim they're so independent and liberated but still expect a man to pay. I hate walking through Macy's. Some of y'all, yeah, okay. I hate walking through Macy's cosmetics department and being greeted by phony sales lady smiles. I don't need nothing here. I hate dumb women and can't stand their girlfriends. I hate people who ask for JPEGs instead of just saying pictures. I hate people who use abbreviations and acronyms when merely typing or saying the entire word or phrase would suffice. I hate when companies send me an envelope in the mail designed to make it look like a check is inside. Don't y'all hate that? It's stupid. Oh my, I'm getting a check from, from Sears. Anyway, I hate people who do so. I hate painting with Malcolm, Martin, and Obama as though he belonged in that company. I hate people who hate Obamacare but support the Affordable Care Act. Duh. I hate people who leave the lint in the filter after drying their clothes. I hate people who got jobs as bank tellers and front like they're running the Federal Reserve. I hate doo-doo, boogers, and snot. I hate people who measure their worth by what possessions they got. I hate people who measure their worth by how many Facebook pages they got. I hate people who see history only through their particular group's perspective. I hate people who think that no young black male should be in the jails. What about the grandma killers and the baby rapers, or the grandma rapers and the baby killers? I hate wigs and weaves and people's pet peeves. I hate Watergate and people who constantly show up late or never want to go Dutch on a date. I hate the word hate, and I especially hate people who write long poems about haters. Some of this stuff is fun to do. I'm going to read this last piece. It's called Second Line. Second Line is a dance we do in New Orleans. And you have the funeral, and instead of being sad and bringing the body to the cemetery and everybody said, what happens is when you leave the church, you start a dance through the streets with the body, you roll the body off to the graveyard, this kind of thing. So you're sending the person to glory in a glorious type fashion. So there's two parts to that. There's a dirge in the poem, and then there's a second part called dance. But it's called Second Line for Jane Cortez and Mary Baraka. And in fact, Melvin was the director or something there was a play by Baraka I was in as a freshman. It was called Anthology 68, The Slave. It was called The Slave by Baraka. The Dutchman won all the Obie Award and all the awards, but we know what the real play was. Right? Yep. But The Slave was by Mary Baraka. And that's when I really got down into the literature and everything, memorizing the lines and so forth and so on. But this man was very close to me. And I was invited to write a poem about him over at NYU. Anyway, it's called Second Line for Jane Cortez and Mary Baraka. Part one is called Dirge. It's very, very traditional, very, very structured, very, very melodious. Dirge, death's door opens. And then the second line is dun, 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 dun. You ever heard that song? Okay, interesting. Death's door, dirge. Part one is dirge. Death's door opens. We are bereaved indeed, when perchance a soul whom we encountered leaves. Just as certain as we all must face our destiny and return to dust. And in the midst of such despair, when mournful departure permeates the air, we ask ourselves of the wise and winds, of the stillness in their silent pens. Though chance or choice might play a part in our lives and loves and art, we are here but for a second's pace, in lieu of time and unbounded space. Their words have healed and steered the way in our screams and dreams throughout the day, to guide us forward in the night and enfold us with unearthly light, in risque verse or genteel rhyme, where life is such a crucial climb. We rise to heights from these poets' hearts, from the faraway gates of their shrouded parts. We wail and mourn and shed our tears and revamp our hopes for future years. Their vision endures to soothe our sadness from a celestial fount of eternal gladness. We howl and yowl and question why such blessed essence should bid goodbye. But prideful death just cannot smile, because the poets trod that further mile. For the future holds we know not what, when death's door closes so abruptly shut. What two called dance, that was dirge. Dance. To the poets, to the weavers of words and makers of rhyme, word warriors, to the jazz poets and the jizz poets, battening down the hatches and watering the cannon. For the poets, for the scribes, the vernal fire spitters and ancient agers, blessed be their hearts and jingly parts, to the tone and tenor of their universe, from the people, to the people, for the people. For the poets of the people, poets just in from the rain, poets from the storm, poets from the Ninth Ward doing a heck of a job. Poets from Poughkeepsie, poets from Manhattan, poets who be hating, no he didn't, poets who be abomination to all creation, poets who mouth spout, yes we can, change we can believe in, jump change. Poets with PhDs, poets that be sitting around saying stuff like, word up. Poets who be saying, habari gani, ooga booga, wang ah. Poets with exotic sounding African and Islamic names. Poets who believe everything they're taught. Poets who play it like they're so intellectually astute. Poets that talk about knowns and unknowns and the things that they knew, which were the known unknowns, which is to say that there were things that they knew they didn't know, but there were also unknown unknowns that they didn't know they didn't know. Duh. That's the Donald Rumsfeld part, right? Poets who sing the praises of the beautiful black women in nation time. Cliche. Poets on open mic night. My Nubian king, my Nubian queen. Cliche. Poets who be red, black, and blue, and green, all by themselves in the heat of the night. Cliche. The poets of our blood, with some exceptions. Poets where dead lecturers live, who rise, and raise. To the political poets and the greeting card poets, tender is the night. Academic poets, polemic poets. To those polished and proper pundits and punsters, the unholy grail of their shallow solutions and rudimentary renditions. To the poets at the readings who always going overtime and Bogarting the mic. Oops, my bad. To the poets around us, within us, and us in them, the people's poets. Poets in the tradition. I got bananas, watermelon, sweet patootie. I got bananas, watermelon, red to the rind. So good it keep the baby from crying. Poets like and sweet and Mama Rachel. The Lord don't like ugly. Everybody happy on wedding day. Take one to know one. Take care, be better than beg pardon. Don't rock the boat, especially when you're sitting in it. Some folks don't know what's good till it's gone. If there wasn't no losing, there couldn't be no winning. A hard head makes a soft behind. Keep on doing what you're doing, keep getting what you're getting. It ain't what people call you, it's what you answer to. The dog that bring tail, take tail. Some days you the pigeon, some days you the statue. Show me who you're hanging with, now show you what you is. Don't let your right hand know what your left hand doing. Don't throw away the baby with the bath water. Figures don't lie, but lies figure. Ignorance is its own reward. Don't shoot all the dogs because one of them got fleas. Every goodbye ain't gone. You find your bottom when you stop digging. Don't pray too hard for what you want, you just might get it. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. When you lays down with dogs, you get fleas. Never compare your insides to somebody else's outsides. Father don't always know best, let's see Father time. If you want to see a rainbow, you gotta put up with a little rain. Just cause your shoes is polished don't mean you ain't got no holes in the sole. Now get out my face, boy, I got some washing to do. Them kind of poets. pirates, prophets, and partners. Liberation's libation to future generations. From the edge of death's highway, the road we all must travel. Blessed be those who hearken to the tragedies and triumphs of their brief breath of life, as we bury our dead, wipe away our tears, and continue the memory of their sacrifice in our struggle. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Oh, that was fun.
You're telling me.
Yeah.
Come on down. Oh, I got you.
My daughter's not here.
Okay.
Thank you, Michelle.
Whoa. Oh.
Why is he the professor? You learn from him, right? Right. Fantastic. Unless something extraordinary happens somewhere else in the world tonight, this has been the best poetry reading on earth today, this evening. And I thank the poets for giving that to us. Thank you, poets. Thank you. Thank you, Bowery Poetry Trust. Thank you, Raymond Hammond. Thank you, William Packard. Everybody is leaving here more human than they came in. And I think that's the point of every day. It doesn't happen every day, but it should. And things like this can make it happen. You've all supported the New York Quarterly by coming here tonight. Please continue to in any way that you can. And God willing, a month from now, we can do this all again, right here, right then, one more time. And if you're out there, and I'm up here, I will be glad to see you. Thank you so much for coming. Please stick with us and come see us again. Bye-bye, folks.